Okay, I believe I'm live. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. This is a channel where we talk about content marketing for entrepreneurs who are looking to drive more traffic to their business so that they can do more business. 2021 might have been a great year for your business and you're looking to up level. You're in the right place. You really want to up level your content marketing game and or show this to team members who are helping you to up level your content marketing game. You want to make sure you're subscribed to this channel. We have a ton of videos and they're all organized into great playlists. This is a great resource for you and or your team. So make sure you subscribe, click that bell notification, select all. This is part of a 31-day live coaching / replay experience on my channel. So you want to make sure that bell notification is toggled to all so that you don't miss when we go live. I'm also going to have more pre-recorded videos, like new updated pre-recorded videos going on to my channel starting, I do think, tomorrow. We're getting everything uploaded and organized for tomorrow. Those will go on earlier in the day, and then depending upon the day of the week, most days we will go live here at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mondays and Fridays, it's either going to be 9 or 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I do have at 10 a.m. on Mondays and Fridays pre-existing one-on-group coaching experience with paid students. So I, of course, need to keep those appointments. But otherwise, it's a pretty good guess that most every other day of the week, we will go live here every day in January 2022, live at about 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, unless there's tech issues, we will have replays. And yes, every day in this series does build upon the previous days that, came before, right? So we're kind of just laying down the foundation and making it stronger. And then we're going to build the house of our success for 2022 once we are done with this whole live stream coaching experience. So make sure you hit that like button, because it helps me out while I'm live. It'll push it out to more of my 1,500 going on 1,600 subscribers now while we're live. So they'll get the notification more and more often. And then plus on the replay, it helps because the more engagement we have, the more thumbs up, the more comments, the more questions, all of that good stuff. You sharing it out. If people want free coaching and they say, oh, I can't afford any programs right now, this is a 31-day free experience. Push this out, share this out on social with your friends, because they're going to get answers to their questions if they watch live or on the replay. So for my students, they know, but I'll let everyone else know as we get into the teachings, because I only have about a half an hour today, and then I have to jump into a paid student group. So #live, #replay. If you're doing anything on behalf of your business right now in terms of like running a sale, or you're doing a relationship marketing based gig, please let me know in the comments down below so that we can recognize you. I'm just going to be pulling up my notes really quickly. And then I'll start acknowledging everyone that's here. For my students and my followers, the Champagne Batch of Frosting that's an 8-lesson mini course that will help you in a way that is evergreen to the month of January, help you come up with the sales that we were talking about over the last 2 days that I'm asking you to plot out or plan out for 2022, help you to meet your business entrepreneurial based goals, and of course, some of your student based goals too, right? That would be nice. So, that 8-lesson mini course is a bite-sized course at a bite-sized price. It will help you with not only coming up with more sales in January, it will also help you come up with relationship marketing based content to grow your brand community, grow the know, like, and trust, so that they're more likely to get onto your email list and they're more likely to buy from you, even if it takes them a little bit of time to get to know, like, and trust you better. So Champagne Frosting, it's kind of like the frosting on the cake that you bake for your business. That is available now. The cart will be open between Monday, January 3rd, and Friday, I believe, what is that, January 7th. So I just pinned the link down there. Hey, I know there's snow going on in Maryland, Karen Thompson. I hope all is well with you. Let me just say hi really quickly. And as I'm doing this, as I'm greeting everybody else, hi, Sandy B. What's going on? If you have any questions about any of the content that we laid down, hey, Mike Reinhardt, good to see you again. How's the farm? How's the smithy? Hope all is going well. Hi, Carol Tedesco O'Neill. If you have any questions about anything that we covered over the last 2 days, the replays are up from January 1st and 2nd. This is January 3rd. It's not too late to go back and catch up. I also have everything in a playlist for this. It's like the 2022 business reboot or something like that, whatever I named it. You're in sales-based mode right now, Sandy B. That's cool. Hi, Laura, Music Chick Art. What's going on? Carol Tedesco O'Neill is here. Good to see you. And Jane Sharkey, I just started following on YouTube. Following you on YouTube. Thank you very much, Jane. Let me tell you right now, there's a couple of replays. Oh, hi, I'm Chicken Swell. What's going on? And Lisa Garrett. Oh, girl, much love to you, Miss Lisa. How are you? How's your business? Let me just finish greeting everybody. If you have any questions live around the replay, even if you're watching on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. I care. I care about when you guys are tuning in. If you don't have any questions and you're cool, you can leave it at a hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you have any questions about anything I taught over the last 2 days and today, make sure you put them in the comments section down below. Even on the replay, I'll go back and I'll check because I'm happy to help everybody. Okay. So on day one, you want to make sure that you have your 1 to 2 sentence, like your 60-second elevator pitch for what your why is, your North Star, your guiding light for just the year of 2022. Okay. Don't overwhelm yourself with 1 year, 5 and 10 and 20-year goals yet. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I also wanted you to come up. The second thing I wanted you to do was to come up with a 1-2 sentence, 60-second elevator pitch for what's going to be the main goal and the guiding light and the North Star for you professionally. There may be some commonality personally and professionally. There often is. But I want you to get really concrete out of what you want business-wise for 2022. If you're fuzzy about your approach now, of course, you're going to get fuzzy results if you get any at all over the course of the year, and we don't want that, okay? Jane Sharkey, you want to check out a couple of playlists that are on my channel. One is like a 3-video playlist, by the way. It is all about Instagram SEO because that's becoming more of a thing. Optimizing your content with hashtags alone is not the way to do it anymore. It's not that hashtags aren't important. It's the SEO or the keywords in your captions. It's also becoming increasingly important. I also have a couple of Instagram Reels playlists and a couple of TikTok playlists. The first one I would start with for you and anyone else that's new or relatively new to my channel is you want to check out the TikTok growth playlist. My 7-figure success client, Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, took everything that I taught them, and they are currently at about 825,000 fans or followers on TikTok. And yes, it does drive them sales and email list subscribes. And of course, it's helping them elsewhere on social, even on Old Book or Facebook. They're at over 12,000 likes. They're at over 3,200 people in their Facebook group. And it is a very engaged Facebook group. So I have been coaching I'm going into 9 years. I know what I'm doing. I have coached people in a variety of different business models, and it works. What I teach works. So you're in a good place, and I'm glad that you joined us as a subscriber. Okay, so day one was all about finding that why and not kind of doing it in like a sappy way if that's not your vibe, but like we talk about why that why is so important, both on a personal level and on a professional level. So if you missed day one, go back and check that video out. You missed day two, we were talking about initially like the framework goals that we're setting. How many of you, if you feel like talking to me live or on the replay, have set a financial goal for 2022 in terms of what they want to make for the year, what they want to make ideally per week, per month, per business quarter or season, and then per year? This is part about not being fuzzy anymore and treating your business like a business. Instead, you want to treat it like you want to treat your business like a business. You don't want to treat it like a hobby. And when a lot of people come to me new or relatively new at business, at marketing their business, or both, they're kind of winging it, and it's better than doing nothing for sure. I respect that. But I want you to get more concrete in terms of 2022. So that was one thing that we touched upon. The other thing that we touched upon is if you are like a beginner at marketing your business, You're not making any money. You're not making very much money. You're not profitable. You're barely profitable. You're kind of struggling with a proof of concept. I don't want you to overwhelm yourself. You're going to likely be a solopreneur. You probably don't have tons of money to dump into your business because you're just getting started out. So my advice to you yesterday, and I go back and unpack on this a lot yesterday. I don't have all the time that I would like today because I got to go at 10. So I will say this. You want to watch yesterday's video. It was really, really good. We talked about beginners and that why they need to cover 2 social media platforms that are most important to their niche every day. Like just a piece of content every day at a sheer minimum, just 2. I don't want you trying to go crazy. And you really must, in order to behave like a business, you must run 2 income producing promotions a month as a beginner. Intermediate can push out to 3 social media platforms with daily content to it and 3 income producing events in a month. Those could be sales. Well, hold on. And then advanced folk, you should be averaging a sale or an income producing event 4 times a month. So my 6-figure to 7-figure students, they're open for business every day of the week. And they will email their email list, if not daily, near daily. And paradoxically, they get fewer unsubscribes, not more unsubscribes. Like someone who's a beginner to email marketing and content marketing might think, because they're worried about being too pushy. I don't have the time to go back and unpack that today, but that was in yesterday's video. And if I do say so myself, the live stream and now the replay, yesterday was a good one. So what I will talk about today is getting more intentional about how you set your goals. You could use this for personal reasons. You could use this for professional reasons. So when you take your why from day one, personally and professionally, you may be setting 2 parallel sets of goals. There may be some goals that kind of overlap because of how your life goes, but don't be too surprised if you see a lot of things being more parallel than intersecting when you set your goals. Goal setting, they say that when you set a goal and you don't have a plan for it, it's just a wish. And you probably heard that hackneyed old phrase before. I'm going to say I agree with it. Goal setting is a big, fat, hairy waste of time if you don't construct a plan to go with that goal. So really quickly, I'm going to go through a formula and tease it out that I want you to follow. So if you can type anything down or write anything up in terms of notes, you may not be able to do this on the live because I can't hang out as long as I'd like today. Tomorrow we'll be back at 10 a.m. for day 4 on January 4th. We'll have some more time then. And if you have any questions about anything over the last 3 days at that point, you can certainly ask it galore live or on the replay then. I don't want you to set up SMART goals. You may have heard about this. Oh, Karen Thompson, that's a good question. Let me answer that first. So an income producing event, because I have so many different students, I've had thousands of students going into 9 years of doing this with different business models. If you're a products-based business, whether it's handmade or not, it's easier for you to think in terms of things as sales. So if you're a beginner, maybe you have a site-wide sale as one of your 2 monthly promotions minimum. The other one might be a coupon-based sale or like free shipping if you spend whatever threshold amount you need them to spend in order to protect your profit margin. Hey, Ann McDonald, what's going on? Karen says, I missed yesterday. I'll go back and listen to what those are. Yeah, you should. Unfortunately, I don't have too much time today because Ann McDonald knows I have to be in the Funnel Dynasty group at 10 a.m. But so for like a lot of businesses, a site-wide sale might be an income producing based event, a coupon where applicable, free shipping, or, buy one, get one free. Like those are different events. For my coaches and my course creators, I don't so much want you to discount your courses or anything like that. What I'd rather you do is launch or relaunch something. If you have like mini offerings or tripwire offerings, courses that are under $50, like the champagne batch of Frost, and then I have it's a pinned first comment while we're live. That's an 8-lesson mini course that has a corresponding Facebook group that I do monitor. And that's for $47. And the champagne batch of frosting will give you business plans that are evergreen to January. But they should work January in, January out to help you with your relationship marketing and your straight up sales based marketing. So, like if you're a coach that has a lot of smaller offerings or you run a monthly boot camp or something like that, that can be one of your two income producing events. What would be the second one if you're a coach, a course creator, an influencer, or something like that? You could have physical merch. You could do a merch drop as the second income producing event. Don't have that or don't have that yet. You might have an affiliate link to drive people to. Like down in the comments section, not the comments section, in the show notes down below, I'm always driving people to Flick. Flick.tech is I use it day in, day out for myself, and I assist Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill on a part-time basis still with their content marketing and their content optimization plans, especially for 2022. It is a great hashtag research tool. I have not found a freebie tool that could even touch Flick.tech. If you want to click on the link in the show notes below, you can check it out. You can get a week free of it. They do have different plans. Any of my advanced students who are making six figures and above, pretty much all of them swear by it. And a lot of my intermediate students, once they can start really investing into their business more, they will experiment with the tool, and most of them do keep it. There's nothing like Flick out there. Hey, Miss Michelle. Yep. Yeah, if you miss the other days, you need them. Although each of these days can kind of stand alone. So if you've heard of SMART goals and you're like, oh no, we're having that conversation again, we're kind of not. This is how I take a SMART goal and turn it into a plan, because I'm not just talking about SMART. I'm talking about SMAART as the acronym. So let's go through the SMART with the extra A in it acronym. S stands for specific. M stands for measurable. The first A of the two A's stands for achievable. The second A stands for aggressive. Oh yeah, we're going to get aggressive here. Not in our marketing. We can be assertive, but not aggressive. And if you don't know what the difference is, go Google it. There's a lot of great articles that can help you understand how you can be an assertive salesperson on behalf of your business and not be distasteful versus aggressive, where, yeah, you are too much. It is official. So the S stands for specific. M stands for measurable. The first of the two A's stands for achievable. The second A of the two A's stands for aggressive. R stands for relevant. And T stands for timely. So if you put your goals through the SMAART goal filtering system, you will not have wishes and fuzzy kind of goals. You will have a plan to underlie every single goal that you do set, whether it's personal, professional, or something that's a bit of both. You're going to have a more specific roadmap if you really go through this system, because you'll have a plan which will serve as a roadmap through which you can travel through 2022 in order to reach the destination, which is the end result of the goal. So let me give you some quick examples of what these things are, because I've got 11 minutes left until I have to go into the Funnel Dynasty group to coach today. It is a specific goal is one that's optimized through the use of the 5 W's and the H method. You may have heard of it before when you were, say, in elementary school. How you make a goal more specific instead of totally fuzzy is that you're going to plot out who, what, when, where, why, and how as it relates to each individual goal that you set. So you're not just setting deadlines. You really have to get more granular in terms of who's involved with you achieving this goal. What's involved? When? Yes, you do have to set deadlines for it over the course of 2022. Where do you have to be, or where do you have to go to get this goal, achieved? How? You really have to understand how. What do you have to invest money in? What do you have to invest time in? What do you have to get rid of to free up money and time so that you can invest back into your business and grow it? Otherwise, you're going to sit and spin and you're not going to go anywhere if you're a beginner or you're stuck having some sort of challenge with your business and you can't seem to be, making money. When you run sales or send out emails with coupon codes, if they're duds, something's wrong. So when you get more specific in the goals in terms of your business that you set for your business, you need to, if you can't say who, what, where, when, why, and how as it relates to each goal, you are not being specific enough. And it's going to be very difficult to have a plan to follow through on. How you know your goal is measurable if you're able to calculate your progress towards the attainment of it. You know what kind of markers are on the road as you travel from setting the goal and plotting it out to actually achieving it. An attainable goal is one where, and we kind of went into this yesterday, so I don't have a ton of time to go back and unpack it now. But when you set goals, you can have like an easily attainable goal. Like, that unless everything goes crazy in your life, you really should get this outcome for your goal, right? And so that's like a bottom line rung on the ladder of achieving that particular goal. But you can have a mid-range goal where it's still very conceivable to you. Like, a lot of things got to go right and you really got to double down this year, but you could really see yourself kind of like, achieving that goal at a bit higher of a rate of success, a more mid-range rate of success. What that's going to look like is going to depend upon your goals, personal and professional. And then you can have the hairy, scary goal end result at the top rung of the ladder, something that is still attainable and achievable and believable to you, but you're like, wow, like I would basically have to trip the light fantastic, but I could kind of see myself doing this in 2022, but I don't know, it scares me just a little. So like if you're starting your business from zero right now, to say that you're going to have $1 million in terms of income for your hairy scary goal, that might not be attainable enough. Hairy scary to you might be, wow, somehow I hit 100,000 by the end of 2022. Something that is a bit more attainable and more believable, maybe it's 50,000, or maybe at the very least I get to multiple 5 figures. And then like your very attainable goal for your business is I should at least be able to make $10,000 this year, right? So this is how granular I want you to get with your goals. Not just I want to make money, I want to retire my husband, I want to pay off my mortgage. Like, okay, that's cool, but we need to get granular about how much money that's going to take, who, what, when, where, why, how. And is it hairy scary to be able to do it at the end of 2022, but still believable? Or is it like, you know what, given my facts and circumstances, maybe shooting for $100,000 pre-tax would be good, or 50,000. Like, your own facts and circumstances best. An aggressive goal is going to allow you to turbocharge your efforts. You're going to go beyond basic achievability. You're going to place an accent mark on boldness and energy in terms of your focus and your bandwidth and the time, and where applicable, the money that you spend to be able to aggressively go after that goal. Fortune favors the bold. If you're going to hide your light under a bushel basket this year, it's going to be hard for you to help you, let alone for me or anyone else to help you. You can buy whatever you want, but if you're not going to follow through on whatever you buy or whatever you get for your paid, whatever you currently have at your disposal, if you're not going to take it to the max with an aggressive torqued this year, a torqued attitude, it's going to be hard, especially if you're starting at zero or vapors, to really get the gumption that you need to succeed. Okay, a realistic goal is one in which you're going to be motivated to work towards it without losing steam. So again, like we're talked about the ladder of goal setting. It's great to have like your hairy, scary goal in mind. That's kind of like a super long shot, but you could even kind of still somehow see yourself getting it. But I definitely want you to have that bottom rung and that mid-range rung type of goal set so that you have a lot of realism. You have a spectrum of realism for your current facts and circumstances. Because if you just jump from 0 to $1 million in 1 year, like, sure, I love that attitude. And it's not impossible, I suppose. But when you set goals too high and too fast for what you can achieve, in this case in 2022, well, they're not going to be believable enough for your subconscious mind to process. So your conscious mind can kind of like gamify it and trick itself and Jedi mind trick itself into thinking, oh, okay, I can go from 0 to 1 million in a year. Even Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill went from barely profitable to like 7 figures, but it took them about 2 years, a little over 2 years, so that I'm not a liar, but they were able to do it. But you want to make sure that your subconscious mind believes that bottom rung and mid-range rung goals for sure. And the hairy scary isn't too off planet Earth for it. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen. Your subconscious mind, even if your conscious mind is 100% right, your subconscious mind, in order to protect you, will start urging you towards self-sabotaging behavior. So that's why I love to have a range of goals that you set. And I want you to be very aggro or aggressive about going after those goals. But I don't want you to go too beyond hairy scary for your facts and circumstances, at least for 2022. A timely goal definitely has deadlines set on it, or timetables within the different like goal posts or mileposts along the road of achieving that goal. The concept of someday isn't concrete enough for you to gain traction with, which is why I highly recommend that you are setting your goals for 2022 in large part. Yes, later on we can talk about 5-year goals and 10-year goals and stuff like that. But again, I want you to understand why you might have in the past self-sabotaged. It's not because you're stupid. It's not because you don't want good things for yourself. You may have been setting goals that were just too like unattainable for where you currently are. The good thing is as you evolve, as you climb up the rungs of the ladder of your success, personally and professionally, you can totally change your goals and have them shapeshift the ones that you haven't attained yet, so that you can actually achieve more and more for 2022. But you have to get to additional plateaus in your life to be able to reset your goals and have a new ladder take you even higher. Can you do it? You absolutely can. I just don't want you to engage in too much self-sabotage. So I don't want you to use the concept of self-sabotage as like your classroom bathroom pass to get out of like improving your life. I just want you to look at how believable your individual goals are as you're setting them. SMART goals are great because you can stretch and grow as you strive to reach them. That's what you need to do in order to change, reboot your life and your business and reach the why that you set, both personally and professionally, for 2022. But what I want you to do is to split your goals up into short-term goals and long-term goals. And we can go back and unpack this more tomorrow. But your immediate short-term goals that you know that you're capable of achieving, they must be totally believable. Okay. You really have to make them believable. If you don't, you're going to just, say, nope, can't do it, can't do it. So even if you have to do tiny little baby steps, given your facts and circumstances, that's okay. There's no shame in this game. But you do need to push yourself to go outside your comfort zone, because if you don't, well, nothing that you want to find in terms of change is going to be found inside your comfort zone, or you would have found it already, right? You would have achieved it already. So you're going to get uncomfortable. I'm not saying, oh, you might self-sabotage if you're uncomfortable at all, so don't do it. No, you need to do it, but you might have to take the little discrete baby steps that are necessary. There might be a lot more mile markers on the road to you achieving a goal, given your facts and circumstances, versus somebody else watching this live or on the replay. But that's okay. And you have to be gentle with yourself and understand that when you feel uncomfortable about pushing past the bounds of your comfort zone, it's because your subconscious mind is trying to protect you from experiencing any sort of like potential disappointment, difficulty, heartbreak, or God help you, harm or something. It's not sinister. Your brain is just trying to nanny you and keep you inside the playpen of, your comfort zone. So don't be pissed at it. You're spending time, energy, and bandwidth being pissed at it or beating yourself up for the past. You can't drive the car of your success forward if you're not at least occasionally checking those rear view mirrors. I get it, but most of the time your focus has to be on forward, moving forward out of your comfort zone. And the more you do it, even with little baby step, short term, immediate goals, the more comfortable you're going to be about getting uncomfortable. And when you understand where that discomfort is coming from, it's not so sinister, you're not so stupid, and you're not destined to be less than. Just drop all that extra baggage and just say, okay, even if I have to tiptoe and creep, I'm going to get there. So this is why you might have been undermining any past goal setting activities that you went through, even if you were following the SMAART system, whether you knew it or not. I want you to double down on that system. And I want you to understand that when you're engaging in self sabotaging behaviors that swing between procrastination and perfectionism, you're kind of stuck in analysis paralysis. You know, I want you to kind of like take this one trick that you need, and that's to make at least your immediate, more short term goals realistic and believable to you for where you are now. You can constantly reset goals as you go on your path throughout 2022 to allow yourself to stretch and goal and grow. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Hey, happy honeybee, what's going on? I hope you catch up with us, circle back and listen to the beginning of this. She says, oh, I need goals. I took 9 days off and I needed it. Well, your business has been blowing up, girl. I was burned out and exhausted from the past year and filling holiday sales. I started back today and I am just not motivated. So she needs goals and motivation. And then you have The Speckled Moon by Susie B. What's going on? Good morning and happy new year. Definitely circle back. We reviewed some of the stuff in the last 2 days. And I went through my lesson plan, the framework of it today in terms of getting more granular with goals that you are less likely to sabotage yourself over and more likely to actually achieve, even if you have to set a bunch of immediate short-term goals and achieve them one baby step at a time. All right, guys, I've got to go today. I have to jump into the Funnel Dynasty student group. So make sure if you don't have the Champagne Batch of Frosting that you click on the link down below. I will repost it once I'm done coaching in the Funnel Dynasty group. And I will see you guys tomorrow. It should be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 4th. And I will have more time to go back and unpack, especially for today. And then we'll have a new lesson to go on to tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe and share this out to anybody that you know that needs some guidance and some inspiration and such. Maybe they're just starting out. Maybe they don't have a lot of money. For me, it's not all about the money or I wouldn't be doing this. So sure, I've got stuff to sell and so do you. We're all entrepreneurs, but I'm happy to give back to the community and I'm going live and posting replays of those lives every day in January 22. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.